Welcome back to Aromagees Botanica. We are one of the largest suppliers of metaphysical and new age goods, so make sure to check out our website. But tonight we are doing more tarot readings, free tarot readings. It seems like I was just here because I was at 11:30 this morning. I was here and we did this, and we're going to do it again. I've got 3 different decks. I have my regular Rider-Waite's. I have the traditional Lenormand cards, and then I even have the Neo Rider-Waite's. I tend to stick with Rider-Waite. I like Rider-Waite. So what we do is, hello, Makari, I think that is, Makari. What we do is everyone pops in and asks a question, and we'll pull 1, maybe 2 cards, depending how clear the first one was, how much time we have. If you're coming in on Facebook, and your name may or may not appear, what you can easily do is go to streamyard.com/Facebook, give it permission, and it'll start to put your name over here. We do use StreamYard to go live. That way we can post it in several places. Originally, I was going to put this just on my Folk Magic Studio channels. I was having some technical difficulties, so I decided to put it on Papa G's Facebook, Aromagees, the Aromagee groups, the Aromagee YouTube. So we're everywhere tonight. All sorts of things going on. Let's pull 1 card just for what's the weekend going to be like for everyone? Let's see what the weekend is going to be like while we wait for a few people to pile into the room and begin to put their questions in. So for the this weekend, it's going to be overflowing with lots of good emotions, lots of good things going on. Cups is about love, emotions. It can sometimes be abundance if it's things that you're passionate about. So looks like this weekend's looking good for everyone here viewing. Makari, will my grandson be approved for disability? I have custody of him. He's autistic. Let's see. We will check with the Neo Rider-Waite and see what comes up. It looks like I don't take this as a bad card or a good card. It's almost like there's some more work to be done. Was all the paperwork thoroughly done? Is there anyone else you need to speak to? This is normally a card of an apprenticeship, meaning not quite there yet, but on your way to being there. So I would take this as a yes. It just may not happen as quickly as you're wanting it to, if that makes sense. Wiley Cochran, I have a question about my... No. Wiley, is that a typo? You have a question about your Marine. I'm taking you're dating someone in the Marines? No, you don't have to put his name. Matter of fact, it's better not to put his name in a public chat that's going to be recorded if you don't want to. Yes, he's in the Marines. Okay, let's see. Now, was your question general, or was that your question, or do you have a question about him or her or they? XO Beauty's back on. So is M. We have lots of repeat visitors. Thank you for joining us again. Okay, so Wiley, we broke up. Will we get back together? Let's ask. I shuffle the cards, and here we are again with Ace of Cups. I think this leans more towards you will get back together. Things will have sort of a new beginning between the two of you. It won't be sliding back into the same old relationship. Both of you need to examine why you broke up, what part each of you played in it, because no one breaks up just on one side, no matter how much we want to believe that. So if you can both do that honestly, fess up to whatever you did, he can own up to whatever he did, you can start over and let the love begin flowing again. So that is good news. Damn, I'd like to ask if my ancestors approve me getting my warriors. That's I'm not sure what you mean by that, but maybe I'm not supposed to. You'll know the answer. I hope you're not raising an army, unless it's a good one. Well, your ancestors approve. I think they find you have a lot of strength in actually going forward and doing that. Strength is, it's not just on the surface of strength, it's having the ability to move forward, to have the courage of your convictions. It's about courage. It's about patience. So I think they actually approve. Tina, may I get a general reading? Sure, let's go to Lenormand for this one. Y'all, I am tired today. We have been having work done in the kitchen for 3 days, and we have been out here in the chapel, staying out of their way, and sitting in this tall chair at my workbench for 3 days straight from 8 in the morning till 7 at night is a little bit tiring. I know I'm not doing the same work that the workers are doing in the kitchen, but my back hurts just the same. General reading. Tina, I don't know what's going on, but it looks like you have a bit of a mountain to climb. Things are not going to be as easy as you want them to be or you expected them to be. Doesn't mean you can't get to the top of the mountain. All of us can get to the top. We just have to keep going and persevering. So whatever it is you're trying to tackle or achieve, I think you can get there, but it's going to take longer than you thought. And there's going to be some obstacles in your way. All right. Any more questions? Just put your questions straight into the chat, and then we will see what comes up. You know what? I'm going to be honest here. I pulled up this Neo Rider deck. And you know what I don't like about it? I'm terrible with Roman numerals. I look at them and I just kind of, I know what they mean. I can read them, but I can't read them quickly. So as I'm trying to say to you what a number is, blank, blank. So yeah, that's why I like my Radiant Rider weights, where it actually says 10 right there, 10. Does anyone else here use Roman numerals on a daily basis? Sort of like algebra. Don't use that either. Felicia, can I get a general reading? Shuffle the cards. The star card. Now, in some other decks, the star card was actually the Pandora's box card, which let out all these different things. But in like the traditional Rider-Waite, also in the Lenormand card, stars are about having lots of options. This is a bird in the hand, two in the bush kind of card. I always view it as, because she's very focused on drawing some of that water there. She's already drawn a picture of it, and she didn't realize she's spilling the first one on the ground. So whatever it is you're going to start doing, get all your ducks in a row, focus. Don't lose sight of what you're doing. It's sort of like, don't mess up the work you've already done. in trying to do what you're doing, if that makes any sense. Um, have a plan, attack it with a plan, whatever it is you're doing. And this sort of warns you, just don't be all chaotic and all over the place with what you're doing. Page. It's also a general reading. For that, we're going to pull 2 from Lenormand. Lenormand are read in pairs usually. You can get some information by pulling 1, but I do whatever Spirit tells me to do at the time. And for page, we're going to pull 2. 1, 2. First one, the mice card. Second one, the love card. Okay, now this is how, for anyone who wants to know, this is how Lenormand cards are read. Because if we just read the mice card, or just read the heart card, that's about, oh, we're talking about love. I think you're going to find love. The mice is about something eating away at love. There is something getting in the way of a relationship that you already have, or preventing you from finding one. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So there's something eating away at your love life, or blocking you, love blocked. So if you can decipher and figure out what exactly that is, it'll be much better. So look into that. Shannon also wants a general reading, followed by, there's lots of general readings. Shannon, let's pull for you the Temperance card. Temperance is about taking your time, dipping your toes in the water before jumping straight in to see if what you're doing is the way to go. So you want to take your time, be patient, check out all your options. Don't buy anything, on a whim. Don't just go out and buy a car without checking into it. Get it home. It's like, I don't even know how much mileage it gets. That kind of energy. So hopefully there's something going on and that helped. Rose, also a general reading. Facebook user, thank you for doing this. I like doing these. We do them every, I may not continue to do them every Wednesday night, as we have been doing these readings every weekday. And then I find it's kind of hard to do it all the time. There may be some special events where we do it, but we do readings every Monday through Friday at 11:30 a.m. till about 11:50. We call them 20-minute tarot. You'd be surprised how many readings we actually can get in 20 minutes. Sometimes we go over a few minutes to finish up. But yeah, on the Aroma G's YouTube, go over there. It's also posted on the Facebook pages where it goes live. You can put your questions in both places and they show up, and you can watch a replay over on YouTube in the live tab. It won't show up under videos. There is home, videos, shorts, and you have to click live, and you can see all the ones we've already done. I think we are at Rose, general reading. 5 of Pentacles. A lot of people don't realize the thing about this card. This is I mean, it looks like a really sad thing going on here, but it's also about wallowing in your own misery. Here, they're out in the cold. The one guy's on the crutches. She ain't got no shoes. But if they would just turn around, they would see that there is a warm, lit up church ready to welcome them in. But they're so focused on everything that's going wrong that they're not looking for what's right or looking at all their options in order to fix it. So I hope that spoke to you. Hope it wasn't too to the point and pointed. Lisa, what does my future hold in my relationship with my daughter? Knight of Wands. So, wands are about creativity, creating something out of nothing, or recreating something. It's a time to march in, take over, and start afresh. So, whatever your current relationship is, obviously, it's not the best on the planet, or you wouldn't be asking the question. Um, so, whatever is going wrong, or awry, or a little bit wrong, take a different approach. Get creative, take a different approach, look at things from her side. And if you can do that and think outside the box, your relationship should get better. Someone from Facebook. Hi there. I'm new and also a tarot reader. This fantastic, blessed be. Thank you. I am enjoying it. Um, the idea to do this continuously live every day is, in your head when you're a tarot reader and you're pulling these cards continuously 5 days a week, in your head, they're getting repetitive. It's like, I just pulled that card. It's like, no, that was 2 days ago and the question was different. So we always have to listen to whatever the card is telling us, and sometimes messages from above who are whispering and saying, hey, this pertains to this situation. Say it this way. At least that's how I read cards. It's a little bit of psychic thrown in there. XO Beauty. Is someone blocking my money? Now, XO, we talked about this. You asked this question this morning. We talked about what was blocking it. We talked about you had to do a little more effort with your business. The Hermit card. It said you're putting your cart and way before the horse. You've got to take one day at a time. You've got to hold that lamp out, do all the work to make things go the way they should go, and it won't happen any sooner than it's supposed to. It's sort of like the hermit. People think the hermit just means someone who stays in a cave all day. I call it the porch light card. You go out in the dark, you can only see as far as the porch light goes. So if you've got to hold it out there and keep walking and see what you see till something appears. So I don't think from the previous reading and that one, I don't think someone is blocking your money. Unfortunately, I think maybe you could put a little bit more effort to unblock that money. It's one of those things where so it's like, what more can I do? I got to look in this mirror. And there's always something else to do. We work 70 hours a week on Aromajuice Botanica. From the time I wake up in the morning, 6:30, we start answering emails. We put out those sales every single day. We're always doing new articles. We're creating videos like this one. We're creating other videos. We're pricing things. We're putting out blog posts. Anything to get the word out to let you know. Well, we've been here 24 years. 24 years in business. And the main thing I have found that's important, especially since COVID has taught us, is to be adaptable. You have to go with the flow. I am 56 years old, and I have to look at the business as if I'm 22. Otherwise, we wouldn't be on Instagram. We wouldn't be on Facebook pages. We wouldn't be on TikTok. Like us in all those places, by the way. Facebook. I've never had a tarot reading before. Can I get a love reading, please? Love, love, love. Something about the Judgment card. The judgment card, its imagery does deal with the day of judgment, meaning there will come a time when we all have to face whatever we've said, whatever we've done. How can you remedy it? It's sort of a warning card saying the next time you get into a relationship, whatever went wrong with the last one, examine that thoroughly, and don't carry that same energy into the next relationship. Um, I I've said it before, and I'll probably say it 1,000 more times. When relationships end, it's there's something about both people that ended it, not just one. Um, Another thing I like to say is there's this side of the story and there's this side of the story, but the truth lies somewhere in the middle. So the last one could have been really bad, but how did you react to it? What part did you play in it? If you can tackle those things, when you find the next one, it will be even better. Another Facebook. Can you check on my current love situation? I like that wording. It's like my current love situation. I have several of them going, but I want to know about the one right now. Just kidding. Well, it looks like everything's going to go well. Here in Lenormand, it is the sun card, which means the same thing in the tarot, which the sun is a bright, happy future. Everything's going to turn out well. So I think everything in the love department is going to be looking up for you or going your way. Facebook. I used to shop at your store weekly, but I left Nashville 2 years ago. I missed shopping there 2 years ago. So I wonder if you were there when we expanded. This would be a perfect time. I'm going to show you. I always tell people every day here we're doing free readings, but there's a price for the free readings, and it's I make you watch some sort of 30 to 60-second commercial about Aromagees Botanica. So this one, I actually want to show you the commercial that we made. We made it for Pagan World TV, and if you were there 2 years ago, you probably saw it. But we're always rearranging things. For those of you who have not been to Aromagees, take a look at this, and it gives you a tour of every single room in I think about 40 seconds. So let me show that to you, and then we'll be right back and take another reading.
Aromagees Botanica, a metaphysical store for mind, body, and spirit. Oils, herbs, candles, crystals, teas, handmade soaps, tarot cards, everything you need on your magical journey. Daily psychic and tarot readings, classes, witchcraft, pagan, and hoodoo supplies, most of it made in house. Try our free dress your own candle station. From spiritual gifts to ritual supplies to religious books, we have the widest selection of metaphysical products in all of Tennessee since 1999. It is our goal to inspire everyone to explore their spirituality in their own way by offering information and products in a nurturing multicultural environment. Open 7 days a week. 223 Donaldson Pike, Nashville, Tennessee, or visit us online at aromagees.com.
That wasn't so painful, but that's a part of Aromagees that I love to do because my part is to make the store look the way it's supposed to look. Um, so I'm glad I took all those art classes back then because I think it looks pretty cool. I tried to, if you look around, there's little elements of all the metaphysical stores we've been in before, and pieces that we found that we really really liked. If anyone remembers Magical Journey, back in it was one of the shop in Nashville many years ago, and they had all of the pendulums hanging down in front of the checkout counter, and we have that too. It's sort of our homage to Magical Journey. We even have a tea we named after We have a magical line of teas, and one of them is called Magical Journey. So let's see. Rose says, I do love the commercial times also. Good, because I am trying to at least show you interesting things, not just, hey, buy our stuff. The past couple of days, I showed some of our, couple of our little quick YouTube videos that were things like the herbs, where you actually got to learn what the herbs meant in about 60 seconds. So those are the things we're trying to show. Let's keep it interesting. Juliet, may I have a general reading, please? Thank you. You're welcome. Juliet. Nine of Wands. You're feeling like you've done a lot of work and feeling like you're a little beat up over it. It's like you've done all this stuff. You are tired. People have kind of come in and tried to trample on what you're doing, but you're still standing. You've got that rod you're leaning against. You're all bandaged up and ready to heal and start again. So you've done all the work. Now you just have to take a little bit of a rest, assess everything that you've done and all the ideas that you have, and let them begin to grow. So, but this will pass. Right now, you're feeling a little bit beat up. Vera Marie, are there any main angels surrounding me today? Let's see. Main ones, you mean like the big wigs? I was actually watching some clips from Angels in America last night. I didn't want to commit to the whole movie because that one's like, what, 6 hours long or something like that? I didn't have time for that. But I was watching some clips after a conversation we had yesterday about that. If they're around you, what they're doing, angels are whispering to you and trying to inspire you to start something new. You may have an idea, or they may be giving you an idea. So Ace of Wands is about the beginning of creating something. Think of twirling your magic wand through the air with that idea and making something happen. So try to listen very carefully. They're trying to either tell you an idea of something you should be doing, or they're giving you support for it. Of course, there's no way I can tell you which angel that is. An angel, a guide, somebody is giving you some help. Karma is from Las Vegas. Hello, Karma. Jessica, my ex recently decided to come back into my life. Curious of intentions. So it sounds like you're a little bit leery. You're wondering, are you here for the love? Are you here for something else? You need a place to stay? What? I think it is more of an emotion-based thing, because here's the Two of Cups. I like to call it more of the Lover's card than the Lover's card. So I think whatever happened, whatever broke you up, I think they realized it was a mistake, and now they're wanting to come back to fix it. So I take this as a positive card. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of hope about what they're doing there, because I think it's for a good reason, because of how they feel about you. Your shop. The herbs doesn't have the product weight, so I'm not sure if the herbs are 1 ounce or less per item. Well, let's have a little bit of an herb lesson for just a few seconds. This is because we don't package them by weight, we package them by volume. So many herbs are different. For example, raspberry leaf, super light and fluffy. If we were to sell you an ounce of raspberry leaf, the bag would be this big, just from 1 ounce. And if we sold you an ounce of peppermint, it would be about that much. So that's why we sell by volume, not by weight. The little magical, if you go to the website, the magical herbs that are listed there, it is 1/3 of a cup. And if you go to the organic section, which is used for drinking, and that's a heaping third of a cup. And the organic section, I got to refresh my memory. I think it's at least half a cup. You made me have to look here. I haven't bagged the herbs myself in a long time. Hannah, George takes care of that and is always doing a good job looking at all of our herbs, seeing what we need, printing all the labels, getting them all bagged up. Each package contains a half a cup, so it's a full half a cup. So in the magical, it's a third of a cup, and in the organic, it is a half a cup. Wiley, do you teach any kind of classes? Yes, we always have lots of classes. There's one going on this weekend. Kendall Lackey is actually teaching it. It is a tarot journaling class. There's a classroom down the street from Aromagees. Sometimes I'll teach a few art-based classes in the back room. Each third Friday of every month, we have a divination share where everyone meets back there and practices their tarot cards. And I just taught a how to read Lenormand cards class that was 90 minutes long. I filmed it and edited it. If you go to the Aromagees YouTube channel, it's about an hour on there, and you can watch the entire class. I edited out our goofing off was what I did. So, and it takes you through every single Lenormand card, how the different spreads, and even how to do the grand tableau where you use all 36 Lenormand cards. So make sure to look at that over on our YouTube channel. And if you dig deeper into the YouTube channel, you can find where we did all these 10-minute free classes. We call them mini classes in the store. We plan to do more. We do them on some Saturdays when there's not a trunk show or something else going on. And there's tons of those filmed. So you'll find all of those on our YouTube channel. Thank you. Someone on Facebook. It's the best. They don't have anything like it in Orange County. It's the best store ever. I visited last November. Thank you. Thank you. We try to include everything for everyone in all paths. Wiley Cochran, I just got my answer. About to go shopping. Hopefully you're shopping at Aromagees. Or if you're going to the grocery store, pick me up some ice cream. For fun series, I wish you guys opened a second location in Clarksville, Tennessee. People say that all the time, depending on which city they're in. But we have a very unique store, and it's also it's part of the crew. It's part of the time that we're there, and we have to go where there's the most traffic. I've known many people who opened stores in Clarksville over the years, and they didn't have enough traffic, enough foot traffic to keep it going or to keep it as prosperous as they wanted to be. There are some stores there, but that's the part about business. You have to go where the foot traffic is. So we're not that far. It's easier for you to come visit us than for us to build a whole store there. So you're not that far away. Come on down. For fun series, I love this store. Good. It looks really nice. Love coming into the store. The layout and the scent soothing. Thank you, Tarot Destroyer. Love the commercial. Holmes, a general reading if possible. All right, Holmes, lower key T. It is the Five of Cups. So when you see this card, now remember when I give you the definition of what's going on in these cards, there is pages of what these cards mean. I'm telling you the basics of the general vibe of these cards and also what comes to me when you ask the question. But Five of Cups is about focusing on all the bad stuff and not seeing the good. You see the person in there, their head is bent down, they're looking, it's like crying over spilt milk. They're looking down at these three knocked over cups. And if they just turn their ass around, they'll see there's two more still standing. So this is about don't wallow too much in what's wrong. Look around and see everything that's right and focus on that. I hope that was helpful. Facebook, thanks for the love reading. I think it makes sense. I'll try to keep it in mind. Can I also get a reading of my future career? I need to pull one really quick. I like to get to all the people who haven't had a reading. So let me do a quick one. Right now, your career is, right now, you just have to keep things steady. Don't make any major changes. Hold the reins and keep things where they are for right now. When the energy shifts, you'll know it, but it's not right now. Karma. If you happen to see my comment, I am a Cancer and have several ideas to start my own business, but I need startup financials. What can I do to assist this step to move along as quickly as possible? Of course, there's all different types of business. Depends on how much money one needs. How Roman G started was a $50 investment. $50 worth of bath salt and bags to put it in. When they all sold, we bought more and sold more, and then we started making soap and blah 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 blah. So we never bought anything on credit. We just kept selling things and used all the money to buy more stuff until one day we had an entire store full of stuff. But let's see. You need startup financials. What can you do to assist the step to move along as quickly as possible? It's Knight of Pentacles. You're on the precipice of finding the money you need. It's just on the edge. You're on the edge. You're on the edge of Money Town, but you're not there yet. I'm gonna pull another one to go with it. It's King of Swords. I think you know someone, it's either a male or someone with very male energy who can help you brainstorm this and come up with some ideas. So don't be afraid to reach out to people, either who are in business or maybe a business you frequent and they see your face a lot and wouldn't mind giving you some tips or something. But I think you're right on the edge of that, but there is someone who is going to be able to give you some tips and help you out in that department. I'm going to take a few more. We're going on about 40 minutes, and so Tarot Destroyer, tell me what's going on. What is this? Exo Beauty Body Bikini by Nikki. Someone blocked. Someone blocks by Nikki. Someone blocked. I don't see it by Nikki. So, what's that conversation about? Tell me in the comments. Why do we need to block? By Nikki. Someone for fun. Do tarot readers must have some certification or classes to be legit? I had the gift but want to take it to the next level. Good question. Certification, BS, total pile of steaming BS. No, you don't need certification. Did the old woman in the woods who was reading people's cards, 150, 200 years ago, did someone come by and give her certification? No. But you should learn the meaning of the cards. Now, I always say this. Because some people will say, I'm a tarot reader. And, you pull a card, but they don't know what it means. They read intuitively, which is fine. But for those people, they should call themselves a card reader, not a tarot reader. If you're a tarot reader, you know the meaning of the cards. So if you're in our area, come to the divination shares if you need more practice, or there may be some in your area. But no, you don't need certification. You just need to know your cards and get some practice and then hang out that shingle. And the next question some people will ask is, reading cards is a gift. It should be free. No, we all have to buy groceries. We have to keep these lights on. Um, Otherwise, we're going to go a little bit dark here. It's like anything else. It's an exchange of energy. One person is reading for you. The other person is actually giving you money with which to fix your car or buy your groceries or pay your rent. Most of the time when people say that, I've found that when people say it should be done for free, it's like, well, honey, I can tell that you don't have 10 appointments a week like I do then, or you wouldn't think it would be free. You're reading for a couple of people every once in a while, in a month or so, when you get a wild hair up your butt and decide to do it. If you had 10 daily appointments, you wouldn't be doing it for free. So yeah, I hope that helped a little bit, but you don't need a certification. You just need to know what cards mean and how to relay the message to people. Juliet, thank you. It's spot on. Good. Isra, can I have a reading? What's in store? Actually, let me scroll down a little bit and ask what's going on with this. I'm nosy. I want to know why somebody's wanting us to block someone. I don't see a Nikki in the group. Okay. Isra, can I have a reading? What is in store for me and my love interest, Andre? Here, the Ace of Pentacles has come up, this is like a gift from heaven. It's a gift falling from above. Usually, it's a financial windfall or some sort of abundance. But I think if you're dealing with a relationship, it means things are going to start to go smoothly. So I don't know if you've had any rough patches, but smooth times are ahead. I don't see any problems. Vera Maria, I just certified with diving on Sunday. Maybe that's what they were referring to. Diving. Oh my goodness. I actually have hydrophobia. I will wade in the water, but I'm not diving. The healing experience. Can I have a career reading? Knight of Swords. Okay, I don't know what's going on with your current career or what you're planning. But when I see this card, Eight of Swords, what I see is someone, how do I say this? She is, if you look closely at the imagery, all the swords are behind her. Her blindfold is fairly loose. The binding around her is loose. She could wiggle right out of this and just walk away from the problem. But she doesn't because she likes creating her own misery and living in it. It's like a self-induced problem. Sometimes it can be overthinking something to the point where you just don't move or you don't move forward. You think too much. So if you're stuck, if you're feeling stuck in your career, you're the only one who can fix that. Get off the pot. Go change it. We're going to go just a couple more minutes because we're going on 45 minutes. Facebook user. How will my event in October go? April, thanks. Congrats on the new space. It looks great. Thank you. This is our renovated chapel. It was an old guest house out on the other side of our patio at our house that was run down or way run down. And we just recently had a remodel 15 years later, 16 years. Jennifer, but still, can I ask a question? Let me tell everyone the easiest thing. See the instructions at the bottom of the screen. Um, I'm not reprimanding you. I'm just saying this will make it easier the next time we go live. When you ask in the chat, can I have a reading? That's what we're here for. So just put your question right in the chat, because when you're kind of wasting your moment when you say, can I have one? Because two other people right behind you, maybe 3, 4, 5, have asked their question, and we're moving on to them until you finally get to ask that question. And by that time, we may be off the air. So just stick it right in there. Ashley, bring it, Bowling Green. I actually went to high school in Bowling Green. Wiley, about to go to Rummagee shopping. Saw the commercial. Staff is so warm and inviting. Evermarine. Excuse me. Spiritual guidance, please for a reading. Spiritual guidance. Let's see. And Jennifer asked her question. It's the sun. Everything's looks like a bright, happy future, whatever you're planning to do. So whatever your guides, your angels, or whatever have in store for you, you're on the right path. Whatever it is you're doing, it seems you're on the right path to making things the way you want them to be. In relationships and in business, everything looks bright and sunny. So don't worry too much. Holmes lower key. Ha, I needed that. Sometimes it's why people come to me for a reading, because I don't have a problem with kicking you in the butt. Maggie, how will my event go in October? I know who that is. Because I did read your question but didn't answer it. I got off the topic. I got sidetracked. How will the event in October go? Well, we're up to 9 of Wands. We're feeling a little bit beat up. As of this moment that the question was asked, it won't go as well as expected or you're wanting it to. So now is the time to re-examine what you're going to do with that event, what you're presenting, what you're selling. Make sure to make sure it's focused to your audience. I don't know if it'll be terribly bad. Let me pull another one, but you'll feel a little bit disappointed. It'll cause you to have to do a lot of juggling, a lot of rearranging, a lot of replanning, but to avoid that. What does Spirit have to tell me, Pandora? Spirit says, enjoy the little things. Here's the bouquet card in Lenormand. It's about a little bit of gift, nice little things that you find in your path. So basically, it's just saying, take some time to breathe, stop and smell the roses. So look for the little thing. If anything's bothering you right now in your life, look for the good, so it can uplift you. Ashley, a general life reading. Okay, here, I'm going to go through, there's lots of people. Okay, we're at 7:49. What I'm going to do is we're going to read for the next 10 minutes. I'll get to as many as I can, and that we will have gone an hour. And I think that's what we're going to do. So I'll get to as many as I can. Um, Let me scroll back up. Ashley, general life reading. Here I've pulled the mountain card again. General life. So right now things are feeling like they're a little bit of a struggle. Um, Things feel kind of hard. I'm gonna pull another card to go with it. Tells you it's a time just to put your head down, um, whip things into shape. It's a clean up your act time. Um, so when things are feeling down or bad, all you can do is what you can do. So look around. What can you improve to make your situation a little bit better? What is in your hands that you can control? Because, of course, none of us can control everything when things are going on. But look at what you can control to make your situation better or a little bit happier or even bearable while you're waiting to climb that mountain. Morgan, can I have a reading on my current love life? Excuse me. Shuffling, shuffling. Something about your current love life, Six of Cups, feels nostalgic. Um, I wonder, have you known each other a long time? Maybe even as children? Sorry. Um, it is cups are about emotions. You feel feel very at home with this person. If there's not a person in your life, then look towards the people you've known for quite a while. Because I think it's someone, if you're not already with someone you already know, if it is someone you're already involved with, then they make you feel very homey. Homey, let me get a drink. Talking for an hour will get you coughing. We have a window unit in here for the air conditioning, and during the video, I turn it off. So it gets kind of hot up in here. Robert, is my new twin flame that's a female Cancer my true forever person? I'm a Virgo. Please and thank you. Your new twin flame. So you believe in there's lots of you must have either triplet or quadruplet flames. I'm messing with you, so that's a new thing for me. Twin flame. I've been around a long time, and that's a new term. People say it's not the same thing as a soulmate, but I can tell you that we used to throw around the word soulmate a lot back in the 80s and the 90s. And then suddenly twin flame came up, and people quit saying soulmate. So I kind of think of it as the same thing. I think people have lots of soulmates. Is it your true forever person? Well, I mean, if this is Ten of Pentacles, it shows that you can build a lot together. You can accomplish a lot together. To me, that would be a good sign leaning towards yes. Forever is a tricky term, but it does show the two of you can build something really substantial together. Bridget, I've been reading since I was a teen. I'm 54 now. Hardest read for me is on myself. That's why I don't do it. I don't read for myself because We all put our own spin about what we want to see. Now, if you want to pull one card to give you some general direction when you have a question, then usually you can be pretty honest about that. But sometimes self awareness, being completely honest with yourself, it requires that and no bias. That's why it's good to have someone else read your cards. At least that's my opinion. Hit the thumbs up for the live, everyone. Yes, make sure to like the live. If you're on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you know when we're going on live. $7.55. Should I be worried about the tingling or burning sensation in my right ear? It's been going on for about 2 weeks. We're going to ask the cards, but I still want to make sure you go to a doctor because I don't think tarot cards, pendulums, Ouija boards, or your next door neighbor should replace going to a doctor when you have a medical question. The Emperor. Go to the doctor. I think you need to go to the doctor. You've got to consult the wiser guy. I don't think it's really anything major to be alarmed about, but it needs to be looked at. If you let it go, could cause major, not major, but further problems down the road. Just take a little bit of time. Go to the doctor. Go to the minute clinic. Whatever you need to do, but go have it checked out. Bridget Bible. Can you read about my current love life? Let's see. Well, it's the Magician card, so it's one of two things. Either it feels very magical, or you're feeling like you have to do all the work. You're the one who has to keep the magic alive because they're not that creative in that department. We'll say it that way. So if that's the case, you need to have a talk with them like, hey, you got to put some effort in here too. It's not if it's just on me, then I might as well have a relationship with myself. Let's see. I am trying to find people who have not had a question answered before I go back to repeating any. Mary Ann, Vancouver, just would love a message of some sort. She's actually saying what is coming up for love. So love and money are the two that people ask about the most. 7 of Cups. The thing when you're asking about love, what's coming up for love, and 7 of Cups comes up is not saying it's a bad person coming up, but look at them clearly. Look at them honestly to see if they're the right fit. It could be a daydream card, a castles in the air card, seeing only what you want to see. So don't dismiss everyone that comes your way, but don't just get ready to hand them the keys to your apartment 2 weeks in. Oh, Bridget said she thought she deleted the love question. Well, I think that was a good answer, though. So if you were talking about wanting a general, the general one is we have the Ace of Pentacles again. You're going to have a little bit of luck fall into your lap from somewhere. It's just going to fall out of the sky, fall into your lap. So we could all use that. A little bit of luck. We're at that time. It's 7:59. We've been going for an hour. I want to tell you tomorrow is Thursday. We do it every Monday through Friday on Aromagee's YouTube. You can see it on the Facebook group, but go to the YouTube channel to watch these because there you can interact with us better. Your name shows up if you're a subscriber, and we want you to subscribe, like the video, Um, and let us know how we're doing. There is also over on Facebook, there's something called Super Chat, where it actually highlights and puts some questions, and you can make funny little pictures and things like that. So this has been G with Aroma G's Botanica. Make sure to go to aromags.com, see what we've got going on. There's always a sale every single week. This week is, what do we have on sale this week? I'm the one who put it up there and I can't remember. I make one per week. 15% off essential oils. So yeah, head on over to Aroma G's, and if you have questions or we didn't get to it, show up tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Central Time, and I will be here. And on Friday, Lady M will be reading the cards for you. And next Thursday, it will be myself and Miss Nikki Jean doing it together. So yeah, we will see you tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Bye-bye.